What's up YouTube? My name is Mishito and I was watching Naruto and I was thinking like which UFC fighter fits to which Naruto character. And I think there are quite a lot of similarities because I think a lot of UFC fighter watch Naruto and a lot of Naruto writers watch the UFC, and also there's quite a lot of overlap between different fighters and different Naruto characters. I'm gonna go through most Naruto characters, like the most famous, the most influential, and the most interesting, and I'm gonna compare them to UFC fighters. The first Naruto character I want to talk about is Rock Lee. And Rock Lee is an interesting character. He's someone who has no ability for ninjutsu or genjutsu. He only has taijutsu, so he's a hard worker. He doesn't have special abilities, just hard work and diligence and having a goal. And he loves competition. He's always talking about competing. He's always talking about becoming the best, about competition, about being better than other people. And here, the only Naruto character I can think about that is really similar to him is Rock Lee, okay? Because bear with me, Rock Lee is someone who loves competition. He has competition with Neji. He has a competition with Sasuke even. If you remember when Sasuke and Naruto first went to the school, they actually met Rock Lee and Rock Lee actually beat both of them up just because he loves this competition. He doesn't want to feel like a loser, like no one. He wants to feel like someone. So he works hard, and this is why he's one of the best in Naruto Shippuden. Original Naruto. And this really reminds me of Marab, because Marab doesn't have any special abilities. His striking technique is not good. His wrestling technique is not good, but he just overwhelms you. He's a machine. He works hard and he really loves competition. He beat Henry Cejudo. He competed with Sean O'Malley. He loves to compete with people. I think seriously, he's not afraid of anybody. I know some people said, yeah, he was afraid of Umar, but to be honest, I didn't think he was afraid, I think he felt disrespected, but I really think he loves competition. So the hard work that Marab puts in is very similar to Rock Lee. And also, when Marab came to the United States, to Estados Unidos, he had nothing, he was a loser. He was like a loser immigrant. He was a construction worker. And he didn't even find a gym in the beginning, So he has no talent. He doesn't come from a great family. He doesn't come from a great martial arts background. Because imagine, he did judo, which is completely useless. And he came to the United States late, like I think he was like 20, 21, 22, started to train, became one of the best, like honestly, like for me, he's the fighter of the year. He's the fighter of my heart, and he silenced all his haters. So I love Rock Lee and I love Marab, and I think they are really, really similar. The next character we're gonna look into is Chino. And for those who don't remember, Chino is actually a really interesting character in Naruto. He has a lot of aura in the beginning. He has a dark side to him, and he basically wins every fight he's in. He is super ruthless, and he always looking for a scrap. I think the fighter that resembles him the best is Peter Yan. Okay, Peter Yan is a super intelligent fighter. He basically wins every fight he's in. He has a dark side to him, kind of, but everyone likes him, He's still a good guy, but he just has like this kind of darker energy. And the way that Shino goes for fights and he goes for interesting, entertaining fights, it really resembles Peter Yan. And in the Naruto universe, Chino would be Peter Yan. Now we have the character of Naruto, the main character of the series Naruto. And what Naruto can be characterized as is someone who is super positive, who's like the best, strongest fighter, and who beats up all of his opponents, mostly with ease. And the person that fits this category the best is Islam Makhachev, okay? First of all, Islam Makhachev, he's the best fighter right now and for the last couple of years. And it's not even close. He has beaten so many people, like good people, you know, Charles Rivera, Volkanovski, okay, JDM. Like these are crazy wins, okay? These are like 3-10 fight winning streaks broken, okay? So he has a crazy resume. Naruto has a crazy resume. Naruto is the best of his village, and Islam is the best of the UFC. Also, Islam has a fairly positive attitude. He's not someone who looks kind of sad or just like thinking about different things. No, he just likes competition. Like Naruto. Naruto loves competition. He loves training. Naruto loves training. And also, he is respected throughout the UFC. I think there's no UFC fighter that is like more respected than Islam Makhachev right now, okay? Like you can ask everyone in the UFC, they will always say, he's the best, you know? He's the best, easily. Like, I remember even some videos of Sean O'Malley where Sean O'Malley was talking about how Islam Makhachev is like a nightmare matchup because he's so good. And, you know, Sean O'Malley is such a different kind of guy than Islam Makhachev. They're like completely different. The one smokes weed, the one is a devout Muslim, the one trains but also has a fun life, the other just trains, you know? Like it's completely different. So Islam gets respect everywhere. Islam loves competition and Islam is the best. So Naruto is Islam Makhachev. And I know like some MMA guru fans, something will tell me like that I'm wrong, but to be honest, who else could be Naruto? Who else? If you say Alex Pereira, I'm gonna say like, I don't think so, bro. Alex Pereira doesn't have this personality of Naruto, and Alex Pereira is also not the best in the UFC right now. He's one of the best, but not the best. Naruto is the best. So Naruto is definitely Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev is definitely Naruto. The last character I want to show is Sasuke Uchiha. Okay, Sasuke. Who could be Sasuke? Sasuke is someone who has a little evil twitch to him. He's someone who loves to compete with Naruto. Is someone who actually wants to kill Naruto. And later on he becomes friends with him, okay? I think you've already guessed it. I really think Ilia Topuria is Sasuke Uchiha, okay? Because first of all, I think Ilia is the number 2 in the UFC. Just like Sasuke is the number 2 in Naruto. Ilia is the number 2. And Ilia is someone who cannot stop talking about Naruto. About Islam. So, so like Ilia really wants to fight Islam. Islam doesn't need Ilia for a good legacy, but Ilia needs Islam. Because Islam is such higher level than Ilia. And this is why I see like resemblance. I see like a rivalry. I see a rivalry, okay? So, Islam, okay? Islam is someone who just wants to compete. He's not like thinking a lot about Ilya, but Ilya is really thinking about nothing else, you know? Ilya is pretty much thinking about his divorce, and then Islam Makhachev, these are like the 2 things he's thinking about. So, I can say that Ilya also has like this evil kind of twitch, you know? He tries to be like, oh, I want to knock out Islam and tell me the submission. I'm gonna submit him. But also Ilya is a little bit awkward. Just as Sasuke, he's a little bit awkward. I don't know if you know this clip, but he has like a clip where he says like, yeah, just tell me what is your favorite submission and I'm gonna submit you with that. You know, it doesn't have aura. It doesn't have aura. Just like Sasuke doesn't have aura. But anyway, I love Ilya. He's the number 2. And I think we're never gonna see Naruto against Sasuke. We were never gonna see Islam against Ilya, but that's how it is in the UFC anyway. So